What's up, everybody? It's your boy. Ooh, coming in hot. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brian, the casual Brian. Oh man, wow, it's angles matter. Brian, it's your boy Brian, the casual Brian, coming to you with another episode of Casual Podcast. We were off yesterday because your boy was sick. Your boy is actually currently sick. Thought I might have got, thought I might have got the cron. So far, we're negative. Going to test myself again on tomorrow. Feeling a lot better today. Let me tell you something. This is going to sound silly, but if you know that you're going to be sick the next day, arms and chest is not the workout. I know it sounds crazy, but if you know you're going to be sick the next day, do not work out your arms and chest. It will not go well with you. So anyway, um, I think I'm just run down. It's just like one of those things. You just it sneaks up on you. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. Probably not too long. But I definitely was not happy that I had to miss yesterday. I wanted to just kind of hop on, but I was just feeling really bad, really, really bad. So I decided to just take yesterday off. In fact, I think I'm shutting it down pretty much for the whole week, just doing the minimum, whatever I have to do. And I'm kind of frustrated because I feel like I've gotten sick like two or three times. Now I think the issue too is I used to be on allergy medication, and and they took it off my insurance. So now I can't get that medicine anymore, and I think my body's been responding poorly to the season changes. I think that when I was on my allergy medication, the season changes didn't bother me as much as they used to. Because back in the day, when I first moved to New York, not even just New York, my whole life I used to get sick all the time because of the season changes. But anyway, feeling sick, hopping on. Anyway, hopping on to talk all things casual. And in fact, this show is brought to you by the Casual brand. Man, Omicron. It seems like everyone's getting Omicron. I'm battling this mindset. And on one end it feels inevitable, you know? Like everyone's getting it. How are you going to avoid it? And then on the other end I'm like, "No, I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get it. I'm not going to just say I'm going to get it." So, I don't think I had it. If I did have it, what it was for me was one very crappy night. But I don't think I had it. I tested negative. I'm feeling much better. No smell, no taste, um, but very very achy. No fever either. Um, Achy. Woke up in the middle of the night, kind of sweating. Like that classic, like when the fever breaks type situation. Being sick sucks, man. I'm not a fan. I mean, I know it sounds like, oh, well, who is a fan? I don't like it, man, at all. Like, and I'm just wondering, maybe I need to make some more adjustments. Maybe there's more adjustments to be made. I've been listening to this Tony Robbins thing. It just blew my mind, and it was just talking about must and should. Or I would like to do this. I should do this versus I must do this, and I just need to tighten it up. I just know that I'm in a place where I need to tighten it up. There's some things in my life that I just need to tighten up. There's some things in my life where I'm like, oh, I would like to do that, you know. But one thing that Tony Robbins said that just kind of really blew my mind, and I've been kind of aware of this concept, is that we we so he would argue that the correlation between your effort and your results are not equal. So what does that mean? If you put out poor, so I think most people would think like this: if I give out a poor effort, I get poor results. I put out a good effort, I get good results. But he says if you get if you put out a poor effort, you get no results. And if you put out a good effort, you get poor results. And I 100% agree with that. I think that you have to work harder to get things that are not quite on the level. I mean, yes. So for example, if you have a good job, you know, not even like we're not even gonna like say like a fast food job or something like that. But like an actual career, you're still pretty much working Monday to Friday, living for the weekend, 9 to 5. You know what I mean? You're not really moving up in life. You might have a savings, you might be doing some investing, but the majority of people living that life, that that day to day life, they're not really moving forward in life. I consider good results to be results that push you forward in life. And I think that's what he was arguing. What we think are good results are, you know, moving to a place where you're saving, where you're investing, where you're starting your own business, where you're traveling, where you're doing the things that you want to do. Those are good results. So how do you get good results if good effort doesn't get you good results? Well, it's simple. You have to give an excellent effort. So a good way to visualize this is think about the NBA. Everybody in the NBA is not good. They're excellent. Every single person in the NBA, if you watch them play with regular people, would blow your mind. They are all excellent players. But amongst the excellent players, there are people that are above that. So to get into the NBA, you have to be excellent, and that'll get you good results. You're an NBA player, so you have a good life. But to be a LeBron, a star, you have to be outstanding. You have to stand out. And that's the thing that's the place I'm trying to get to. I had the idea, not the idea, but just the thought, because Gary V was talking about how, he spent 6 hours on Twitter a day, and people say 6 hours, that's a waste of time. Is it? Look at him now. Whatever it is that you choose to invest in, you have to go in. And that's the thing that I think people struggle with. And I think that kind of, I don't know if social media gurus kind of like l- they're not, I don't want to say they're misleading people, but they're like letting them stay wrong about this. Social media does not give great results to good efforts. If you want to have great results, you need to have outstanding effort. Casey Neistat filmed a video, a vlog, a movie every single day. LeBron James, how many shots does he take a day? How much time does he work out? What kind of diet does he have? Tom Brady, you know? It's out. We I think a lot of people in our society feel that if I get the results, my effort will rise to that. That's wrong. That's wrong. And it may very well be the case, but that's not a sustainable and reliable system to get the results that you want. One thing that I can testify to in my own personal life is that whenever I step up to the level that I want to be, the results meet that level. In some churches, I don't necessarily adhere to it, but I can't flat out deny it because I've seen it happen. They have a concept called sowing where you want to go. And so what that means is you give, because in church you give 10% of how much you make. And so you give 10% of what you want to make. Um, and I think that concept, that principle works. If I get paid $50,000 to do social media, rather than wait for them to give me a raise and then try to do better, I do better. I give them $100,000 service to where it's undeniable. I'm telling you, I've done this with multiple clients, even clients that were free. But then I step it up. I give them a better product, a better service, and then they increase my pay. I think it's a tried and true principle. If you step up rather than waiting for somebody to increase the value by paying you more, you increase the value of your service, of your work, of you. If you increase the effort, the value and the results come. I believe that. Now, it might not be instant. It might not even be what you think it is, but if you increase your value in your effort, the increase will come in results. And too many people are waiting for the results. Too many people want the results first, and then they're going to increase their effort. But you won't, because you're still a mediocre person. You're still a good person. And another thing that people don't understand is they want good does is not going to get you great things. I think there's a misconception, and it goes back to what I was saying with social media. I think people think that social media allows you to put out good stuff and get great results. No, you put out good, you're going to get good or poor. Meaning you can put out great content and have 100 followers. But if you put out great content, then you can have good results, which means like 10,000 followers. You're probably not going to live off 10,000 followers, but you're going to probably have a increase in your revenue, a couple sponsored posts a month. Who knows? You know, I think it's just a good approach in everything you do in life, even in jujitsu. Like I'm a blue belt right now, but I'm training. My whole mentality is as if I'm a purple belt. And I'm holding myself to the expectations of a good purple belt. Meaning, when I roll with a purple belt or a brown, when I roll with a purple or brown belt, I don't even look at myself like, oh, well, that was a purple belt. I don't care. I want to smash them. And a blue or white belt, no. If I get tapped by a blue belt, I'm upset. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I don't have an ego to where I'm like, I can never take an L. We're training. And there are some great blue belts, and then it doesn't, and I am a blue belt myself, but my mentality is that I'm a purple belt. And I carry myself as a purple belt should. If you're a purple belt, you should be giving hard rolls to brown belts. You should definitely be on equal footing with other purple belts, and you should be starting to like, make it uncomfortable for a black belt. That's the standard I'm holding myself to, because I always try to hold myself to the standard above where I am, and then the results will come. And when I get my purple belt, which I hope will be soon, I'm not going to be a crappy purple belt because I've already been in this mindset. I'm not going to get nervous when people give me hard rolls because I've been in this mindset. I've been in this space in my business. You know, I haven't posted on TikTok in over 2 weeks because I'm focused. I'm locked in on Instagram. I'm trying to be the best person. I want to know everything about Instagram. I'm looking at everything. I'm reading everything I can about Instagram, so that when people come to me, the value of my effort and my service is going to be higher. Just step it up. That's all I'm saying. Step it up before they give you the money, because there's nothing worse than being a mediocre person. And I've been guilty of this. I've been guilty of getting paid uh better than what I've deserved. Now, it's complicated because it's definitely not. I've definitely never been in a situation where I was overpaid. I can say that for sure. But I felt like I could have been doing better. That's not true. That's not true anymore. And everything that I'm doing, I'm trying to give more than what they're giving to me. If you pay me 100,000, I want to give you $150,000 worth of value. If you give me 200,000, I want to give you 250, and so on and so forth. I always want you to feel like you need to be going up to compensate me. That's just how I feel, you know. It's an interesting thing. I recommend that if you have a chance, check it out. Another thing, man, you gotta listen to your body, dude. It's so crazy to me how hard it is for us to just sit still. I felt so guilty yesterday, and I was sick. I was really sick. I mean, you could probably still hear that I'm congested, very congested right now. But yesterday I was like aches, whatever, man. Still just guilty. Sitting on the couch, feeling like, why aren't you doing something? And even now, it's like I was kind of going through I was kind of thinking, okay, well, I'm sick. Let me at least do research on social and let me do some planning on it. No, no. Sit down, rest your mind, rest your body. Tomorrow we start to go. This our society. There's just so much. There's so many things with our society that we need to really work on. And another thing that I don't know if people do this. If you do this, I know I do this all the time. Chain calling people. And what do I mean when I say chain calling people? Well, if you're one if you're one of the people that has whose parents have a house line, I will call my parents' house line. After that, I will call their cell phone. And then after I call their cell phone, if I still haven't got in touch with them, I'll text them. I do not have the right to demand someone's time like that. And another thing that's happening with that is that you're causing people to feel panic. Why is this person so desperately trying to get in touch with me? No. And on the flip side of that, I'm not answering people now right away unless I have to. So if someone calls me for work and they're like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Okay, I'll address it. But if it's not like, you know what I mean? This idea that people have direct access to us, what is that? Where did that come from? It's okay to call someone back in an hour. It's okay to call someone back in 30 minutes unless they're saying, "Hey, we're meeting up at somewhere in 15 minutes. Do you want to come?" It is totally fine to read a message and decide, "I'm going to respond to this later." We need to not be offended by that, and you need to not feel pressure to do that. Nobody should have complete access. I mean, I don't say nobody. Only a select few people should have access to you like that on demand. Partners, certain family members, but we got to get to a place where like, "Hey man, I'll call you back later." And that's okay. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with calling someone back later. Yeah. It's we have a lot of stuff that I'm really just this year because I'm working on my book. I'm noticing there's a lot of things that we do that we don't have to do, and giving access to people 24/7 is not a good thing. We're not designed for people to have access to us 24/7. We're not designed to be entertainment for other people when they're bored. It's another thing. People are just bored. It's like, well, either chill, go exercise, or do something, you know? I mean, I I think one of the biggest things I think I've said this already, but like one of the ways I know that I'm out of balance is when I do my morning yoga routine and I'm ready for it to be over. I'm like, how much longer? How much longer? How much longer? Especially when I get to the planks. When I get to the planks, that's when that's like the moment where I know, Brian, you're rushing. You're rushing. What's the point? What's the race? Why are we rushing to the end? Why are we rushing to the end of the day, to the end of the week? Why is the end of the year the only time that we really, not the only time, but enjoy the cold. It's cold outside. I want to enjoy it. When it's hot, you wish the cold was back. Slow down. We all need to just slow down. So anyway, I ended up doing my whole 20, which is amazing because I didn't think I would be able to do it, but I did it. And I'll be on tomorrow for sure, regular time. Until tomorrow, thank you everyone that stopped by. Have a great day. Wear your mask and stay safe. Stay safe. Stay healthy. and I'll catch you later. Peace.